Morning, honey. With the dinner.
No sleep.
Hey, ano bang nasabi with the dinner Saturday night?
I'm busy.
Gumiyaw-ilaw mo sa guest?
Look, it's none of
I don't know what to say anyway. It's under you. I think you've got better time. Know what I mean?
I have work to do next.
Something I'm going to learn about me. I don't give up. Ever.
Sorry I'm late, Ashley.
That's alright. I just got her.
You seen the Time magazine?
Yes. Shane showed it to me.
Shane, their boss?
He's not my boss. He's just one of the supervisors.
It's never good to make special with business, Ashley. You're seeing socially, aren't you? That's a mistake.
Father, we're just good.
Going out with Shane Miller is a mistake. A big mistake.
Going out with Jim Cleary is a mistake. A big mistake.
What's the matter? What happened?
My father told me he's taking me away to London. He registered me to college there.
He's doing this because of us, isn't he? When do you leave?
Tomorrow.
Go, Ashley! For God's sake, don't let him do this to us. Listen to me. I want to marry you. We'll run away. Meet me tomorrow morning at the railroad station. There's a train leaving the airport of Chicago at 7 a.m. Will you come with me?
You're a million miles away. What are you thinking about?
Last one.
Hey guys! Excuse me. May I join you for a moment?
No!
I'm Norman Zimmerman, a producer. You have remarkable talent, young lady. You're wasting your time fooling around in places like this. You should be on Broadway.
Broadway? Did you hear that, Mother?
I'd like to audition you for...
I appreciate it, but I can't.
You're not interested in show business.
I'm very interested.
Then what's the problem?
I'd probably have to live in the middle of the tour.
Because of your husband or...
I'm not married.
I don't understand. You said you're interested in show business. This is the perfect showcase for you to...
I'm sorry. I can explain.
If I did explain, he wouldn't understand. No one would. It's the unholy curse I have to live with forever.
Mr. Freeman, you should be selling at the gallery. Thank you, Alex. Being so much beauty in people's lives.
Did you hear that, Mother?
What do you think?
Bellissimo. I think it's wonderful.
Thank you. My name is Richard. Richard Melton.
Alan Peters.
Do you come here often?
See, as often as I can. I don't live in San Francisco.
Where do you live?
In Cupertino.
That's a nice little town. I'm hungry. Can I buy you a lunch? Cafe de Young has pretty good food.
Stop.
Gary, I didn't know you're going to be here. Oh, I want you to meet Alec Peter. Alec Peter, this is Gary.
Nice meeting you, Gary.
Oh, Gary's been my best friend since high school, Alec.
Yeah, I have 10 years of learned with Richard. So if you're looking for anything stories.
Gary, don't you have somewhere to go?
Oh, right. But I forget my offer. Let's see you around.
Goodbye! Alec,
May I see you again?
I would like that.
Very much.
It's a week on Friday. I'll be back Sunday.
Great. Let me know what time you're getting back. Pick up at the airport.
Thank you, Shin.
What is it?
On the screen. What? It's gone.
What's gone?
Nothing. I didn't learn a lot of stuff. I'm sorry, Shin.
Why don't you go have a talk?
I had a terrible dream last night. I was running. I was in a meadow with tall grass. They had the weird, ugly faces. They were screaming at me. I couldn't hear what they were saying. I just kept running towards something. I don't know what.
You have been running away from something? Was something chasing you?
I don't know. I think I'm being followed, Dr. Sweetman. It sounds crazy, but someone wants to kill me.
Want to kill you?
I have no idea.
Seen anyone following you?
No.
Live alone, don't you?
Yes.
Are you seeing anyone? I mean, romantically?
No. Not right now.
Phoebe, I need some favor.
I'm sorry, Dennis.
Come on, lighten up. I need some advice from you.
Dennis, I'm not in the.
I fall in love with someone. And I want to marry her. But there are problems. Will you help me?
Can you speak until tomorrow?
I really need to talk to you right now. It's really urgent.
Alright.
Hey, I'm glad you could come, baby. I'd really appreciate this.
You can stay alone, Dennis. Just tell me about this feeling you're in love with.
How about a little wine? That can't hurt you.
Now, tell me about this one.
Never met anybody like her. Like you. She's
Stop it. Already.
This is the room service. How can I help you, ma'am?
What day is this?
Today is the 17th
No,
of...
I mean, what day of the week is this?
Ma'am, today is Monday.
What have you got, Sam? Nothing much. He worked for Global. Apparently he was some kind of genius.
Not genius enough to keep himself from getting killed.
He wasn't killed, Matt. He was slaughtered. You must have seen what someone did to his body. It was some kind of maniac.
The one?
Oh, we still aren't sure of what the murder weapon is. It might be the broken glass wine. We're still waiting for the source in the lab. It seems that there are fingerprints found on the glass on his back. But apparently, Dennis had sexual intercourse before he died.
The newspaper are going to have a good time with this one, Sam. I can already see the headlines. Maniac strikes Silicon Valley. Let's knock this off as fast as we can.
Yeah, explain this. Sit down, that it's not. I understand it. That is the emotional employee. That's right. One of the best. It's a terrible tragedy. He worked here for 2 years. Yes, he was a genius. There wasn't anything he couldn't do with a computer. What can you tell me about his social? Not much, I'm afraid. TV is kind of a loner.
Do you have any idea if he was into drugs?
Dennis, hell no. He was a health nut.
How about gambling? Did he gamble? Does he owe someone a lot of money?
No, he made a damn good salary. But I think he was pretty tight with a buck.
What about women?
Women weren't very attractive to TV. Lately, Joe, he was going around people telling there was someone who was thinking of marrying.
Did he happen to mention her name?
No, not to me anywhere.
Would you mind if I talk to some of your employees?
Not at all, go ahead. I had to tell you, they're all pretty shaken up. May I have everyone's attention? Deputy Blake, he'd like to ask a few questions.
I know that all of you have heard what happened to Mr. T. We need your help on finding out who killed him. Does any one of you know if there was any enemies he had? Anyone mad enough who might have slaughtered him? There was a woman he was interested in marrying. Did he happen to discuss with all of you? And no one saw him leave last Friday? If you have any information, I'd appreciate if you'd give me a call. Mr. Miller has my number. Thank you. Is there someone here he's really close to?
No, I don't think Dennis was close to anybody. He was very attracted to one of our computer operators, but he never got anywhere with her.
Is she here now?
Yes,
I'd like to
but...
talk to her.
Alright, give me my office. Ashley, Deputy Blake would like to talk to you.
Would you mind? I understand. Honestly, it was a fantasy.
I suppose, yes.
Did you go out with him?
No,
Did he happen to tell you about this woman he wanted to marry?
yes. But he never told me.
Have you ever been into TV's apartment?
Yes.
You said you'd never been out with him.
Definitely, no. I went to bring you some papers, yeah, I forgot.
And when was this?
It was about a week ago.
And that's the only time you've been to this place?
That's right.
You know, this is a terrible crime. There wasn't really any motive. But you know, after all the years I have been to the force, there is really no crime without a motive. So tell me, was Dennis digging to drugs?
I'm sure he was.
So what do we have? It wasn't drugs. He wasn't robbed, certainly. And he didn't owe anybody money. This kinds of live on a romantic situation, doesn't it? Someone who may be jealous of him.
Have you heard about
If
the
there's anything you can
convention
think
coming
of,
up in Quebec?
I'd appreciate
Yes,
if
it
you
sounds interesting.
I was just debating whether we should send a contingent out there.
Well, all companies are going there. Manfred, Microsoft, and even Apple. Quebec City is putting on a beach for them. And a trip like that could be a Christmas fun for us.
How would you like to spend Christmas in Quebec City?
We're going? That's great.
You'd better take fancy of warm clothes.
Don't worry, I will. I'm really looking forward to the show.
Tony, I am so pleased you could come.
So am I.
I will try to make certain that your timer is very agreeable. This is a beautiful city to explore.
I know I'm going to enjoy it.
I would like to spend my time with you as much as I can. Mercy, I would like to give you a gift for Christmas.
No, that isn't necessary. Alright.
Please do not deprive me of my pleasure. Tell me what you like. Would you like the emerald ring?
It's lovely, but it's too much.
It is yours.
No, it's not
For
good.
one. Voila! It is a sign.
I don't know what to say.
I cannot tell how much pleasure this gives me. There is a wonderful restaurant here named Pavilion. Would you like to have dinner there?
Anybody say?
What do we have?
The big Ben was married against the Diamond of the Valley. He was kept at the waist that time, and his body was frustrated. Found a restaurant as well and followed him. He crashed down the pipe. But years earlier in the evening, it was the owner of the restaurant out of bed.
Yes.
My true parent was a traveler with a woman named Tony Prescott, a brunette, very expensive. The manager of Monsieur Parent's jewelry store said it earlier that day. Monsieur Parent had got a moment, considered the description in the store, and introduced her as Tony Prescott. He gave her an expensive ring, emerald ring. The murder weapon was a steel blade, leather open. There were fingerprints on it. We sent them onto our love, onto the FBI. You're waiting to hear.
Have you picked up Tony Prescott?
No,
Why not?
You have to find her. You have to check all the local law files. You have to check our files and the files of the FBI. There's no birth certificate, no security, no social security number, no driver's license.
It's good to see you, sweetheart. Sorry for our Christmas dinner. So, how's Quebec City?
It was very interesting. It's a beautiful place.
Oh, really? We should go there sometime.
Yes. By the way, last June I went to my 10-year high school reunion in Vatican.
Oh, so did you enjoy it?
No. I found out that the day after you and I left for London, Jim Clear's body was found. He had been stabbed and castrated.
Cleary. Oh, that boy that was panting after you. I saved you from him, didn't I?
I really miss you. How was Quebec?
Va bene.
I wish I had been there with you.
How is the painting coming along?
Not bad. I just sold one of my paintings to a really well-known collector.
Fantastic. So different when I'm with him. If it were anyone else, I would have thought, who is tasteless enough to pay money for your paintings? Or, don't give up your day job, or 100 other cruel remarks. But I don't do that with Richard.
Richard?
Calm down, son. Now let's go over it again. Did he have any enemies? Someone mad at him enough to do this?
No. Everyone. Everyone like Richard.
Someone didn't. How long you and Richard have lived together?
2 years.
Were you lovers?
For God's sake. No! We were friends. We both live for financial reasons.
Sure as hell wasn't a burglary. There's nothing here to steal. Were your roommates seeing someone romantically?
No. Well, yes. There was a girl he was really interested in. And I think he was really starting to like her.
Do you know her name?
Yes. Alit. Alit Peters. She's working in Cupertino.
Sheriff, I thought you might be interested to know that we have a murder here that's the same as the case you had in Cupertino. Multiple stab wounds and a castration.
My God.
I just had a talk with the FBI. Their computer shows that there have been 3 previous castration killings very similar to this one. The first one happened in Bedford, Pennsylvania, about 10 years ago. The next one was named Dennis TB. That was your case.
It doesn't make sense. Pennsylvania, Cupertino, Quebec City, San Francisco. Is there any link?
We're trying to find one. Quebec requires passport. The FBI is doing a cross-check to see if anyone who was in Quebec City around Christmas was in any of those other cities at the times of the murders. Deputy, I have an update for you.
Go ahead.
I just had a talk with the FBI. Cupertino is listed as the residence of an American who was in Quebec City on date of the parent murder. It's her, Ashley. Ashley Patterson.
Are you comfortable?
Yes,
Good. Let's start. What's your name?
Ashley Patterson.
How old are you, Miss Patterson?
20.
Where do you live?
10964 Via Camino Park in Cupertino.
Are you employed?
Yes.
Do you like classical music?
Yes.
Do you know Richard Melton?
No.
Where do you work?
At Global Computer Graphics Corporation.
Have you ever met John Cloud Parent?
No.
Did you have breakfast this morning?
Yes.
Did you kill Dennis Tibby?
No.
Tina Sueto. There's less than 1% chance that she's lying. You've got the wrong person here.
When did all this started?
About 6 months ago, I felt I was being followed. At first, it was just a vague feeling, but it began to grow. I knew I was being followed, but I couldn't say anyone. Then at work, someone got into my computer and drew a picture of a hand with a knife trying to stab me.
Do you have any idea how it could have been?
No,
No boyfriends that might feel rejected?
no,
No threats from anyone?
no. I don't want to be alone here tonight.
Alright. I'll call the station and have them someone to send her to.
No, please. I'm afraid to trust anyone else. Could you please stay here with me? It's still morning.
I don't think that...
Please.
Isn't there some place you can stay tonight? Don't you have any friends?
But it's one of my friends who's doing this.
Right. I'll stay. In the morning, I'll have 24-hour protection for you.
Thank you.
And don't worry. We'll get to the bottom of this. Let me just call Sheriff Dowling and tell him what's going on.
You're the only one who can help us, Miss Paris.
I'll try.
Let's start at the beginning. Did Deputy Blake sleep there?
Yes. I asked him to. I was desperate, afraid.
This apartment has one bedroom.
That's right.
Where did Deputy Blake sleep?
He spent the night here.
What time you had go to bed?
It must be around midnight. I was nervous. We had some tea and talked for a while. It made me calm. I brought a pillow and blankets for him. Then I went to my bedroom.
Was that the last time you saw him?
Yes,
And you went to sleep?
not immediately. I finally took a sleeping pills. But the next thing I remember is that I was awakened by a woman's scream coming from the alley.
Do you think someone broke into the apartment and killed Deputy Blake?
I don't know. Someone has been getting in here. They even wrote a message in my mirror.
Oh, he told me about that on the telephone.
He might have heard something and gone out to investigate.
I don't think he would gone out naked though.
I don't know. It's a nightmare.
I'd like to look around that apartment. Do I need a search warrant?
Of course not. Go ahead.
What did you and Deputy talk about?
I told him about the things that have been happening to me. He was very... Why would anyone kill him?
Could I see you for a moment, Sheriff?
Excuse me.
What?
I found this in the sink.
I found this in the jewelry box. It fit the description we got from the Quebec of the ring that Jean-Claude, the parent, gave to Tony Prescott.
This doesn't make sense.
Miss Patterson, is this your knife?
Yes, could be. Why?
Have you ever seen this ring before?
No.
We found it in your jewelry box.
Someone must have put it there.
Who would do a thing like that?
I don't know.
Also, we found bloodstains in the corridor rug in the elevator. It looked like it had been laid on the sheets, dragged on the elevator, and laid on the streets.
Miss Patterson, you are now under arrest.
I'm going to read you your rights. You have the right to remain silent. If you give up the right to remain silent, anything you say may be used against you in the court of law. You are entitled to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you by the courts.
Sheriff, there's a call for you on line 1.
Yeah?
Sheriff, this is Special Agent Ramirez at the FBI headquarters in Washington. We have some information for you on the serial killer case. We didn't have any prints on file for Ashley Patterson because she had no criminal record. And before 1988, the DMV didn't require thumbprints in the state of California to get a driver's license.
Go ahead.
In the beginning, we thought it had to be a computer glitch. But we checked it out and...
Are you sure? All of them? It doesn't seem... I see. Thank you very much. That was sent by Elopement. They finished cross-checking the fingerprints on the bodies of the victims. Jean Claude Parent in Quebec City was seeing an English woman named Tony Prescott when he was murdered. Ashley Patterson. I didn't think
They're all the same freedom person!